Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Christine. So I'm really happy that we can gather here together on a Friday morning, which is pretty cool. So, today we're going to go through some of our introduction of our center, and also we're going to go through like an overview of the program and some of the procedures, the techniques that you will probably use during the tutoring sessions. Okay, so first of all, I would like to give you an introduction of our center. So our center is called Center for Academic Literacy, which we often refer as CAL. So the mission of CAL is to provide scaffolding, support, and resources to ease students into the English-mediated instruction courses in their discipline. So just give you a brief background knowledge about this EMI courses and why we're here. So actually, National Taiwan Normal University was selected as one of the 4 main bilingual universities by the Ministry of Education in Taiwan. So we feel honored to be selected as one of the 4 schools, and we would like to provide more English classes, but in their subject areas. So for example, like biology class, but in English. So during these classes, students will encounter situations like they have to write English reports. Sorry, I really take off my mask. I can't breathe. So they have to take, say, in the biology class, they need to write English papers, but some of them they may need some help with that because they don't know English academic writing that much as much as you do. So that's why we're honored to have you here in our program to help those students. To provide this kind of scaffolding for them, to support them through this kind of situation during this transition to become a bilingual university. So we're happy that we have tutors that are proficient in English as well as knowledgeable in their in different disciplines like specialization. So that we can provide scaffolding to help students to learn academic English writing. So this is not just for general English writing. It's not like we're asking students to write a diary or something like that, but more like support them through how to write English reports. Okay, so the next thing is about our values. So there's different ways how we position our tutors, their relationship with the students, and what we really want to focus on is we want to invite tutors like you to really become students' writing partners. So it's not like a hierarchy thing, like you're not the authority and they're passively listening to what you're saying. But what we're trying to do is we want to provide a session that's more dialogue, like engage students with more to initiate more conversation with the students. So through the tutoring sessions, we want to ask students a lot of questions. And what kind of questions can we ask? We're going to talk more about the type of questions that that you can use during the sessions to help them to think about their own writing. And eventually, the most ideal situation would be to help them to really think about their writing, and they can be able to correct their own writing issues to some degrees. So we're not just we don't want to just help them to do proofreading and correct their grammars, but we really want you to help them to think about their writing. In the long term, they can help to solve their writing issues. That's the most ideal situation. So this is why we want to highlight this, because in most of the writing center in the United States and also the writing center that we do have in Taiwan, we all have this kind of policy. We don't just do proofreading, we don't do translation for the students. So in this situation, student will come to you and say, I have really bad grammar. Can you help me to correct all my grammar issues during the sessions? Then in this kind of situation, what you can do is that I can go through your paper, I can tell you some of the main issues, like the grammatical issues or errors that you do have, say pronoun issues. And then we can walk through some of the specific mistakes, but I'm not going to correct all of your mistakes on my end. You're going to be responsible for finding your own errors after I talk to you about you have this kind of situation. So your role is more like a facilitator or guiding them to understand their own writing instead of doing the proofreading for them. So this is something that we do want to focus on during the tutoring sessions.